Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee, welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you found the channel today, it's because we're talking about a hose reel. We're going to do an unboxing and assembly of an Eley hose reel. I had not even heard of this until probably a month and a half ago, but one of my hose reels, I have about 3 of them. I've done a previous video on another one I got from Amazon. It's holding up pretty good, but I needed a freestanding one, and I was searching all over for them, and I'm just sick of junk hose reels. So my research put me on to the Eley product. They have a freestanding one, so that's what we're going to take a look at today. We'll put it together. This thing's got a 10-year warranty, so made in the USA. So you may heard the adage, or I just recently heard it, cry once, not often. So you get what you pay for. This is an expensive hose reel, but I think it's going to be worth it, and we're going to get after it, check it out together. So guys, I ordered this from the Eley website on Tuesday, and I'll actually put a link to the exact one of these I bought in the description, so you can have access to it. But I had placed an order for this on a Tuesday, and I got this on a Wednesday. So it looks like they shipped out of the Knoxville area, and I'm kind of close to there. And then it looks like they got another warehouse out west somewhere. So a lot of the coverage area ships in one day. Now, part of the cost of this hose reel did include shipping, so that was good. Very heavy duty box right off the bat. It was kind of hard to open, but I haven't looked at the contents yet. So I'm going to pack it here with this piece of plastic to protect it. So this is all aluminum. And then here's the other side. They also sell on this freestanding unit, or probably on any of the units, they sell a regular capacity, and then they sell an extra capacity. I think mine is the regular capacity, and it holds, I think, up to 125 foot of hose, depending on the diameter. But then they have an extra capacity. I think all they do is they sell you a spacer that goes in between. So it's pretty much the same unit with a spacer, and it wasn't too much more expensive if you needed the extra capacity. Looks like we got a nice little book here that's actually going to have English instructions. Here's the lead hose that comes with it. This is a 6-footer. I think Eley makes their own hose too. Here looks like it's going to be the handle mechanism. And then there's the base. Here's where we're going to hook up our hose. And then here's just some miscellaneous parts that look like they're well packaged. So yeah, they protect everything pretty good in the package. I think the overall weight of this unit is 20-some pounds, so it's pretty substantial. I wanted something that I could either screw in or stake in the ground. I'll show you the location where I'm putting this and the reason I wanted to get a freestanding. So they also have wheeled versions. They have like a 2-wheel version, a 4-wheel version. That's usually what I have, is like a wheeled cart, but I don't really need wheels, so that was just extra expense that I decided to forego for this one. So yeah, this particular unit will take 125 feet of 5/8 inch hose, or 100 feet of 3/4 inch hose. Let me give you an idea on the instructions. Just a really nice book. You don't see this too often these days. "10-year warranty. Eley products are backed by industry-leading 10-year no leak, no rust, no break guarantee." So the no rust is an important one for me too. So there's a little story here in the beginning of the manual. It says, "There's a family-owned business with deep roots In Nebraska's farm and ranch country, we understand the value of high quality tools, equipment, and service. That's why for over 30 years, our mission has been to design, produce, and deliver the finest, most dependable reels. We take great pride in what we do. We wouldn't put our name on it if we didn't. And this is by the brothers, Mark Warren and Craig Eley. So, family owned, made in the USA. All right, it says the only tool we're going to need to put this together is a screwdriver and an Allen wrench, and they do provide the Allen wrench. Okay guys, so step one. Looks like we gotta put our reels together. So we'll take this side here. Looks like we take the side that's got the opening on it. And then we'll line up our 3 Allens here. And we'll install our 3 Allen bolts. Nice substantial Allen wrench here. Actually reaches down into the depths good. Doesn't bottom out on the reel like a Chinese one probably would. So it says just screw these in and keep them loose for now. So we'll just get them in there gently. Okay. Here's the reel. And shut the garage door here. We got quite a bit of rain sound probably on the video. Getting rain for the first time in about a month here in East Tennessee. Okay, so we'll tighten these down. It only said keep them loose just because, not for any other reason. Just wanted to make sure all 3 were seated first, which is good. So we'll tighten those up. All right. Step 3. We're going to insert the handle, which the handle goes right through here. Part of the pleasure of this is putting together a well-made USA product that actually has all the parts, and the instructions seem to work. Very nice. So we're going to move this out of the way. We're on to step 4, which it says remove the 2 large Allen screws from the base, or from the arm. And then from there, it wants to install it in this direction. So the feet up, this will be angled in. And then this will be pointing down. And that one started. can see those two Allens in there through the bottom. Now this is, oh, look at this. This is genius, okay? They got the holes here that you can put the Allen wrench right through. Very nice. Step 5, we're going to slide the flange assembly fully onto the axle tube. Beautiful. Insert the male end of the inlet hose through the back of the axle tube until accessible from the front. And again, this hose is made by Eley as well. So they definitely found a niche and went after it. I know they got hoses, several reels, and then they got like watering accessories. So I don't feel like this is going to be my last purchase. Okay, so the handle is on that side. So that's where the inlet hose has to come out of. So we're going to put it through this side. And then we want it, per the instructions, we want it just so the hose is starting to appear through there. Already a completely superior design to those junk plastic Suncast ones. And this is actually what I'm replacing one of my old Suncast carts with that was out front. You know, it probably worked for 6-7 years, got a lot of use out of it. But I went to take it apart to put some other fittings on it, and everything was just completely melted together. I ended up just trashing the thing, and that's what began my search for this Eley one. Okay, we're on to step 6, which is kind of a 2-part process. So they have this hose strap that's going to hold the hose, and then I think this screws in to tighten it up eventually. So what they want us to do is we're going to take this with the loop on the bottom. There's this hole right here. So we're going to stick this through there, and then we're going to set this in, and it just kind of rests inside this hole, locks in. You can see the flange on here, rests inside here. But then that doesn't really hold itself there. So now the next step is we have to take this brake piece that they have here, and it looks like they have it. So this little flange piece here goes into this little indent here. And then this arm kind of stays off to the left side here. So it sits right in there like that, and that locks this piece into place. So here's a little closer view of that brake installed over the strap. Okay, so our next step, we have this heavy duty brass swivel here. So now we're going to install this onto the hose. Hand tight. Pull it out and make sure I got it good enough on there. It's about as firm as I can get it. Okay, now we're going to push this back through, and this is going to go right over that piece there. So the last step for this then is we're going to firm this up with the hex key. Okay, it's good and firm. And see, by putting that on, I just lock all these other components into place that we already put loosely on there. What this thing actually is it's a brake. Never seen that on any other hose reel, but it's to keep the hose from freewheeling too much when you're pulling it out quickly, I guess. So just a sidebar here before I put the hose on, one of the things that already makes this just an outstanding hose reel is just the fact that the lead hose goes all the way through the center, and then it comes out and you hook up to this brass piece on the outside. That's just fantastic. A lot of times on those plastic ones, you know, it's built on the inside and the inside starts, they have other plastic adapters in there. This is the hose going directly into this. So that's pretty cool. A lot of times on those cheaper ones, that's where all the leaks happen, on the inside, and then you can't get to it. Okay, so it's come time to install the hose. And I actually picked up a new hose for this time. My other one was getting kind of tired. So I got this Flexzilla 100-foot 5/8. I'm not crazy about the neon color, but I do have Flexzilla hose for my pressure washer, and it works fantastic. So we're gonna try this. Again, this is 5/8 100-foot. This had like 34,000 ratings. It was the best rated hose. So we're gonna give this one a try. I'll put a link to this one in the description. But hopefully this'll work good for us. I was excited that when they shipped it, it actually came in a nice box. I think it's made in the US. The box it came in said Legacy Manufacturing Company, Marion, Iowa. So we're on to step 8. They want us to go ahead and turn this to the handle to the 12 o'clock position and then engage this brake. And that locks the reel in place. Okay, and now they're gonna have us feed the hose in through this loop, and they give you a pretty generous amount of loop there. And then from the loop, we need to put it through the hole here, pretty self-explanatory, and then hook it on. A little bit of a light turn with the pliers. This Flexzilla is impressive here at the end. Sometimes at the end, I don't just like those knurled ends that kind of slide on the channel locks, but these have those nice ends on there that you can actually grip onto. All right, that should be good. So now this has got a little kink, but now the idea here is I think we'll get her through here and try to get the kink out as much as possible. So now what you do is you take your screwdriver here on this screw here, and then I'll show you this. So as I tighten it, it just simply pulls in that strap to tighten around the hose, which seems like a pretty good way to do it. All right. I got it tightened down pretty good and it's not collapsing the hose. And I don't really seem too kinked there. So let's go ahead and try the initial wind up. few kinks to work out. But overall, that fits on there pretty nice. Let's go ahead and go give it a water test. I don't remember if I pointed this out earlier, guys, but one of the features I like here too, it's got the rubber feet. I think I'm gonna just have this. I don't think I'm gonna put this in my rocks. I think I'm gonna put it right on my front patio. But if I need to, I can put some Tapcons through here to hold it in place. I had some Tapcons on my plastic rail out there just because I had to, because it would always move without it. I think this will stay, but we'll test it. If it doesn't, I'll put a Tapcon through it. Okay, here she sits. You can see what a tiny footprint it is on the front porch. So let's give it some water, do a leak test here, and see if this Flexzilla and this hose reel are a good combination. All right, it's filling up. So far we got no leaks here. I got no leaks out of the hose bib. Still looks good here. The hose is nice and filled up now. Any of those kinks from the packaging seem to be gone. So let's go ahead and unwind it. And what I want to see here is, will this thing stay in place with this 100-foot 5/8 full of water without me having to screw it into the cement? All right, there you have it. I unwound it. It didn't move. Let's see how it does on the wind-up. Full of water. Which I don't usually mind that because I can always kind of keep my foot on it for that. So this Flexzilla hose seems fine once you get it filled up with some water. Get those out of the box kinks out of it. All right, let's give it a spray. All right, guys, there you have it. I think this is going to be a winner. I'm not sure about the bright hose, but pretty soon that'll be dirty and it'll blend in. So I think I may have a little bit of brake adjustment that I need to do. So on the side here, you have the brake mechanism that locks it in, but there's also the little nut here that you can tighten up a little bit. It's kind of almost like a bicycle seat where you just adjust the knob to the tension you want and then you clasp it shut. So I'm gonna probably just have to give it a little bit more tension because it free spins pretty easy. But that brake feature is kind of nice. I'd never seen that before on a reel. So there you have it, guys, the Eley hose reel. I'll put a link to this in the description, to this actual one that I bought, but can't beat the 10-year warranty. I'm happy about that, and I'm sure it'll last me a long time. I'll have to decide if I'm going to end up, you know, screwing it in. I guess I have to decide exactly if this is the spot I want it. One thing I do like here is it's easily maneuverable too. So if I decide I want to reel the hose out this way, I can easily turn it. If I want to reel it out this way, I still got room to go that way. So I don't know that I'll necessarily screw it in. It didn't really seem to move on me when I'm unwinding the hose, and that was the big deal to me. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. If this is helpful, go ahead and hit that like button or share this video with others. That's always helpful to the channel. And if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, Tennessee Yankee. Thanks for watching. If you found this content helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on your right. I have other content linked for you on the left side. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.